What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. Finally back from AAU basketball, traveling all over. Finally, it's done for the summer, so main channel should be back up and running full time. And also this channel, I won't leave you guys with 1 or 2 days with one video. I know, I've been starving you guys. My apologies, I'm sorry. But anyways, this is Rob versus Dae Dae. So we've seen about, I think this will be the third game of Rob's we've seen, and maybe only the second of Dae Dae's. I think I've watched one other game. So this is another highly requested one. Looking forward to it. Apparently it's a defensive masterclass. So as per usual, I'll be the judge of that. So let's get into it. A lot of you have been giving me a lot of suggestions down in the comments also about the intros and how I could do, like, stop pausing so much, or maybe I should pause the video more. I'm gonna be honest. I really like the inputs, and I love having I love the self-evaluating piece and getting advice from everyone. But at the same time, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do because these videos. If I put too much time into them, I won't be able to get 2 out a day. Mainly, I think what you guys or what most people come for is the coaching part of it, the coaching breakdown. I am looking to eventually get someone on who can edit these, make them a little nicer, but otherwise, be nice, okay? Be nice. But I still like the criticism, so keep them coming. So the feet works, right? We know with Rob, after breaking down Kel versus Rob, we know how Rob shoots the ball. And a lot of you in the comments were like thinking I'm being too critical of it. Every time I bring up Rob, whatever it is, you guys have a weird fascination of, like, and this happens with people's favorite players in the NBA too, but it's just like, if I criticize Rob, for some reason people get really upset and think I'm saying he's trash or whatever. So I've had to make this disclaimer twice with the Rob video. I think Rob is top 5, top 3. The problem is when you're, let's say this is the one-on-one space, the guy at the bottom, I'm not going to criticize him too much because I'm like, this dude's at the bottom. Every game he wins is a bonus. The guys that are closer to the top, I'm not comparing them to these guys. I'm not comparing them to the guys under them. I'm comparing them to the top 3 guys. So when you're at the top, I'm comparing Rob to the top 3. That's why I'm comparing Rob. And then the guy he's playing against, I'm like, okay, you're somewhere in the middle. Typically, I'm like, that guy's somewhere in the middle. That's the cool thing about one-on-one. You can grade each player individually. I think this is what most coaches and most people in general are pretty bad at. They think, for example, like, why doesn't, back in the day for all-star votes, they're like, how did this player not make the all-star game? And it's like, well, let's say it was Michael Jordan and who's another, Clyde Drexler. And it's like, why didn't Clyde Drexler make it? And it's like, well, Clyde Drexler is not competing against the centers. Of course, he's better than majority of the centers that made it to the All-Star game. He's competing against the 2 guards, and that's Michael Jordan's a 2 guard. He's competing against those guys. So you always got to keep it in perspective and context. With all of that being said, I've got a lot to talk about with Rob, and it's because I think he's top 3. This thing he does, I think he's an elite shooter. I think he's possibly the best shooter. I haven't seen enough games. This thing he does right here, he gets his feet, they're so close together. So one thing in one-on-one, if you're getting pushed, it's hard to be on balance that way. But again, I don't really mess with people's shots too much. The only issue I see with it is when someone is physical, like, what's your counter? So typically you want your shot and your athletic stance, you want it to look the same for your crossover, for your shot, for your drive, for your pass, for defense, for rebounding, because the defense is always going to have to guess what you're doing. This kind of gives a little bit of a tell to the defense, but because he shoots it so fast, it's like, it's easier said than done. Like, oh, when he gets his feet like this, he's going to shoot. And it's like, by the time you think that, he's probably already shot it. So the goal here when you're guarding Rob is just don't let him get to this where he's on balance. Because when he's on balance and shooting and gets it to his shot pocket, like 7 out of 10, it's probably going in. So be in his hip, make him do something else. I haven't seen someone yet get him to his secondary game. And that's why well, Scoob got him to a secondary game, but he just wouldn't do it. He refused to play that game, and I think that's why he lost. So I'm interested to see what Rob's secondary bag is. It's gonna be a 4-hour video.
Hey, don't piss me off, bro. We didn't talk about that. Come on, bro. Don't piss me
Again, let him get to it. Nice. I try to make up for that long spiel at the beginning. I don't got to break it down again, right? Like, same thing. You guys said this was a defensive masterclass. I'm not. Oh, maybe it's because everyone gets so defensive when I talk about Rob. I think he was playing for the foul there.
Why do you like Dae Dae, J. Lou?
I like Dae Dae creativity-wise, bro. I think he's been great.
I think the last time we watched Dae Dae, this was the issue I had with him also offensively. Is just like he just plays. He doesn't really have a plan.
Dae Dae.
But I will say he just did a jab step into a shot. Now he's using his jab step to set up something else. So he loses the ball here. I think the between the legs thing, it's unnecessary. I don't think it's bad. It's different. But he already set up.
Why do you like Dae Dae, J. Lou?
He already set up this jab by jab into a shot. So now it's just do the same thing. Like, keep it simple. It goes between the legs. It's fine. Not a big deal. But he does lose the ball. So I wouldn't say like, oh, if you go between the legs, you're going to lose it. It happens. But just adding unnecessary, it doesn't help you anymore. But it makes it a tiny bit more difficult. But guys that can get to he swiped through with the arm. But guys that can still create enough space to get like a good shot. To me, that's a really high percentage shot for a good mid-range shooter. I'd say that's pretty high percentage. You don't want to seek out that shot, but if you're messing up your dribbles and you get that, that's fine. And I think this is what Dae Dae did majority of last game he played. I think it was versus Eli.
Very, 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 very well.
I think.
And then I like his defense, but Rob's like a strong offensive guy. You feel me? So I'm just trying to. I feel like Dae Dae. Again, defense wins championships. You feel me? So.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh my God, Rob.
Talked about Rob's secondary bag. What the hell?
You feel me? So I'm just trying to. I feel like Dae Dae.
All right, so gets him with the shot fake, but Dae Dae stays down, which is good. You know.
Defense wins championships. You feel me? So. God damn, bro.
Man, you gotta live with that,
God,
right?
Rob. My lord, bro. Is it 6-0 already?
Jeez. All right, I gotta look because on the main channel I'm doing a video on this. So let me just break this down anyway. So this is one really big issue I have. Let's see. It's not gathered yet. I don't think it's gathered yet. Honestly, yeah, I think it's gathered there. That's his gather. Honestly, that's clean. I thought he traveled. Most people, we spoke about this a few videos ago. Most people definitely travel when they do their side steps and step backs and all that stuff. That was actually perfect. He actually had another step that he could have used if he wanted. Very clean. So this is what I said with between the legs, it's fine to use. This is kind of what James Harden does when he's dribbling. This is why we need a shot clock. Rob's impossible to guard without a shot clock. He's just lulling him to sleep. It's like doing all this stuff for nothing, not really doing it. Ooh, into my shot. Like once he gets on balance, too far away. Defensive masterclass, where are we going to see it? Oh, that was game.
Are you kidding me? I've been telling Rob.
And Skittles.
And I've been telling Scotty.
Not gonna wash your hands? I saw you wipe the bottom of your shoes.
Everybody.
He must be from the South.
First of all, thank God everybody woke up because they were pissing me the fuck off. Because like, I've been mad these last couple of days that there's been a tiny bit of lack of energy, and from specific people. I've been telling them, Bombi, Rob, and the last.
Even Frigga's saying it. So you guys getting all mad and all defensive, getting mad. Frigga's saying it too, lack of energy. And Rob kind of reminds me of Shea. You know, Shea a lot of times plays super nonchalantly, and sometimes it comes back to bite him. Sometimes it comes back to bite Rob so far from what I've seen.
So far, they just woke the fuck up. And, wow.
Get your Skittles.
That was like a 3-minute game, Rob.
Sweet. Let's chat the money line. Look, he make his comp look at mixtape.
All right, here we go.
That was good. Get up.
Oh, I haven't watched enough one-on-one. Is there a better shooter than Rob? You guys are telling me Scoob is the best shooter, which surprises me. And if he is, that's our boy. That's a shout out to Scoob. But are you certain? God. Is Rob not the best shooter?
You on that side?
That's good defense.
I feel like if you're playing Rob, like you have to have a game plan. I feel like that's what Scoob did really well. He had a game plan and went in and knew what he was going to force Rob to do. Honestly, Dae Dae's just on his heat. He's just letting Rob do whatever. He doesn't cut him off here. Doesn't cut him off there. Falls for the shot fake a little bit. Gives up this angle. Rob wins the bump. Falls for this shot fake. Like he's just reacting to everything. If you play a good player, and this is what I mean, there's levels to it, right? Like this is not saying Dae Dae's bad. This is not saying Rob is, when he does certain things, he's bad or he's so much better. This reminds me of the Darnell versus J. Lou video. Darnell played D1, even though he's 5, however tall he was, 5'6" or something, 5'5". He's played D1, so he's practicing against D1 guys all the time. So he's building D1 habits. Little things like stay down, don't fall for shot fakes, cut them off, put them outside the push boxes, like little things like that are small details. He's just built those habits up over time to where they give him a bit of an edge. That's what's happening here is like Dae Dae is just reacting, and it's like, okay, have a game plan, so don't let him get to his threes. That at least eliminates his just catch and shoot three, basically. Force him one direction. That at least gets your brain to be able to focus on just a limited amount of moves rather than every move he has available to him. Never jump on a shot fake, which, yes, that means you're going to give up some shots, but you're never going to jump and give up a layup. It's like there's certain things that you can tell that players that have played high-level organized basketball, they have those habits, and guys that haven't don't have them. So for me as a coach that's coached at tons of different levels, played at tons of different levels, I can instantly see it. So that's why I always say, like, oh, this guy's probably here, this guy's probably there. And I think you guys get an emotional attachment, or the eye test. The eye test fools a lot of people that don't have that perspective. I think you get an emotional attachment to, like, I like this guy and I think he's good. I think all these guys are good. All these guys are hoopers. They're all in the top 1% in the world. Then there's just the small differences that separate them. I think that's important to start understanding. Because you can use all these same things. You can build D1 habits without having to go D1. That's what this channel is hopefully going to help you guys do.
Rob, you looking OD. Shit. Oh my.
Like Dae Dae right here, like in his brain, to me, like a D1 habit would be, the scouting report says,
you looking OD.
Never let Rob get into his dip, get his little footwork right. Never, ever. I don't even care if he's fourth. The first time he shoots it from here, because I would do the same. I'd let him shoot from there. Like, dude, you got to prove to me you can make that. We've seen enough videos. We've seen enough times of him doing this that he can make it. So you just have to take it away. It shouldn't be an emotional, in the moment thing that you're thinking. Like, you should just know, like, no, that's just something I have to take off the table for him. Force him to beat me with long twos. And maybe he still can, but it's like, you got to show me something else first. Okay, then I can go back to the drawing board and change the game plan. When you don't have a game plan against a guy like this, good luck.
Oh my.
Chill, Rob.
Defensive masterclass. What is happening? His defense is offensive. This is an offensive masterclass.
Come on, Dae Dae.
Let's go.
Come on, Dae Dae.
Clamps, Dae Dae.
Wake up.
He's here now. Good D, but he's just facing him straight up. He's letting him go wherever, but having a hand, having contact the whole time, you have to.
Wake up. Come on, Dae Dae. Come on, Dae Dae. 1 point. Wake Wake up! You came from Charlotte. Good D. Wake up. Good D.
Nice. Let's go.
Your turn, Dae Dae. Hit that. Your turn. Hit that.
There we go.
Come on, come on, come on. But he's actually only taken 3 or 4 shots the whole game.
This is good. This is good. This is great. Oh, shit. Oh, my bad. Hold on. That was good, D. And I'm not the type to get hyped off of a crossover, but it's just Rob is just, I don't know. Right here, that little hip swivel. Yeah, a lot of you guys are asking, how do you deal with physical defenders in contact? Rob is strong, but he doesn't only bowl through people. He goes around them, uses quickness, uses his shot, gets on balance really quick. He does a lot of things really well. So that little hip swivel he does and swipes the hand away. Look at that space he's created. He actually has a driving angle now. And then Dae Dae does a great job cutting it off. And then so Rob sees that, so he does this little step back here. So now Dae Dae wants to close the gap to not let him shoot. And this is the part this is what Moon does a lot. Jumping, like bouncing to cut people off. Like they'll catch you in the air, and that's what Rob does here. He sees him like lunging to take away the 3, so he fakes like he's going to drive or shoot, either one. But now he's just so off balance right now. And that's really good defense.
Oh, shit.
You got to live with that. That's really good defense. And I mean, you got an open look, but and another thing people don't think about, and I say this a lot, I know I'm pausing a lot, this is gonna be a long video, but there's a lot here to break down. A lot of people don't think about this is why I say conditioning is so important. Rob just shooting it right now, 7 out of 10 if you're not there guarding him. But after you make 3 or 4 dribbles and you step back, redrive, step back, like your legs are tired, like it's a different shot, maybe 5 out of 10 now.
The whole game.
I challenge you to go shoot 10 open threes by yourself and then do a 3-pointer where you sprint down and back and then get into your shot. Do that 10 times and see how many you make. You're going to make far less with the sprinting. People don't think about fatigue. They think this is 2K where you can just play unlimited and your guys never get tired. This is a real factor. Make him work. Make him work. Make him work. And look at his shot and look at the balance. Actually, let's look at his footwork too. My bad. Let's see if his footwork is different. Look, okay. Look how Rob normally wants to shoot. And look, it's a little bit different, right? His footwork typically is this: feet right next to each other, slightly away from the basket. But they're like this right now. Yeah, because he's having to move a lot and get back on balance. That's good defense. Like, that's what you got to do with good players like this. And he's going to still hit these. Like, he's still going to score these. And this is where bad defenders, I don't know if Dae Dae's going to do this, but let's say Rob hits that. Now Dae Dae goes, okay, now I got to jump for that, or now I got to do this. It's like, no. Just stay there. Live with that defense, and that's as good as it's going to be for you. Yes, it's going to put you on some highlight tapes, but it's better than going scoreless,
Rob
which you still might.
Me, bro. Why did you pick Dae Dae, Nathan?
I like him, bro. I like Dae Dae.
Why'd you pick Dae Dae? I like him, man. He was nice to me. Gave me a bite of a sandwich. Good guy.
Dae Dae, cool guy. Honestly, both teams are relatable. I like both of them, bro. Like, honestly, both of them are really good.
Yeah, this is the problem Dae Dae had last time.
I like him, bro. I like that.
And as much as Rob doesn't like cross people, he has a really good handle. The way he dribbles is how I had to learn to dribble to make my game more effective. Again, I dribbled like Moon, honestly like Burke, like guys that have like smooth handles. I dribbled like that, but that only allowed me access to certain moves. I had to learn, especially going to college, going overseas, like being able to have like a tight handle also, super underrated.
Dae Dae, cool guy.
Dae Dae has kind of a smooth handle, and so he goes into this. This needs to be like a quick, boom, punch dribble, get on balance, and be able to redrive. Because, I mean, he's got Rob beat. He's got Rob to the middle. He's got the pull up, but then Rob's able to get in there now because he couldn't handle the ball. So when you talk about handles, you don't need to work on moves. You just need to be tight. And that ball manipulation I talk about.
I'm over here. No, it's just funny. I'm over here. Kel, talk to me, Kel. Why'd you choose Rob?
Because he's like that. What you mean? That he's just a professional scorer. So, I feel me. I haven't seen him lose yet. And you know what I mean? I just always gonna have my money on Rob.
Oh, what is happening?
Because he's
Dae
like
Dae,
that.
what is happening?
I mean, that he's just a professional scorer. So, I feel me. I haven't seen him lose.
This is good, D. Good defense. Let's see. Like, he's already got his hips turned. Again, I think you just stay down.
Yeah,
He's just jumping at everything.
always gonna have my money.
Oh, he's just jumping at everything. Golly.
Rob.
And again, the reason Dae Dae's jumping at everything is because he gave him so many threes. So now he's like, oh, he can hit every three in the world. It's like, no. He can hit that catch and shoot three. He's going to hit 8 out of 10. Take that away. Off the dribble and step back threes, 5 out of 10. Live there. That's okay. Like, live with those, but do not live with these layups. Like, Rob just missed that.
That was a great move.
Rob just missed.
Moon,
Like, you can't
why
live
did
there.
you like Rob? Why were you? I mean, as soon as we said it was Rob versus Dae Dae, you were like, I got 50 on Rob. Who's betting? Why were you so high up and confident on him?
No disrespect to Dae Dae, but he really get paid to do this shit. Like, put the ball in the goal, he scored a rock. Right? There ain't too many people I like over Rob, to be honest.
Man, Dae Dae, it's not looking good, bud.
We're seeing that right now.
100%.
Draco, you sitting over here, cute right now, just watching Rob play. Why'd you choose Rob?
Oh, I wanted these shoes. I think. Are these the Pumas, the Ninja Turtle Pumas?
100%.
Draco, you sitting over here, cute right
I can't tell. It looks, that is, right? That's the Raphael and Donatello Ninja Turtle Pumas. I wanted those, obviously, Ninja Turtle fan. And as soon as they came out, like all the size 14 and a halves, which is what I wear, instantly sold out.
now. Just watching Rob.
All they had was freaking, all they had was Donatello. Nobody wants just Donatello. Ugh.
Play. Why'd you choose Rob?
Man,
Gross.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been knowing Rob for a long time. That boy can put the ball in the hole. And he's shifty, crafty
Oh,
for a long time.
and this is the killer mentality stuff, right? Rob he's comfortable, and you can. He's up. Nearly swore there. My bad. I got some young viewers. I'll swear sometimes, but I'll catch myself when I can. He's got 20 straight, so he's just like chilling.
That boy can put the ball in the hole.
He usually wins this bump. He did against Kel. He was like really physical. But he just takes his time, does a little slow step. Dae Dae, really athletic though, like hangs in the air, gets him. Obviously, Rob could have went with the left.
Very, very crafty. And then Dae Dae letting him shoot. That's the worst thing you want to let Rob do is shoot. Because if he get hot, it's over with.
You think Dae Dae could come back from this one?
Man, Dae Dae, give me something. Jeez.
It's looking bad right now.
It's looking bad
So,
right now.
I don't really have much to say actually.
looking bad
He's just
right now.
missing
He's gonna
open
be
shots,
pissed
but
if
it's
he
because
go-
there's
if
so
he
much
goes
pressure on him to
scoreless
make
in this
one.
Game 14-0.
That's bad. But Rob did say, man, he felt disrespected. It was like his but about his competition being trash, and he was like, yo, I'm making my competition look trash.
I like that. I make my competition look trash. That's how I felt a lot. Especially like when I was okay. I was good in high school. I thought I was good. I didn't get any looks. Like again, from Oklahoma, didn't really have coaching. And then you get to college, and I didn't really do very good my first couple years. But then it's like once I figured it out, once I started really putting in the work and really grinding, and then I came back and was like dominating people. It was like the people that knew me from when I was not very good, they're like, man, you're just playing against trash players. I'm like, no. I'm making them look bad, making them look trash. I like that.
So he feel a little disrespected, so he got a little point to prove.
Rob's surprising me right now.
Even that though, look at his footwork. Look at his shot. Look at his footwork. Like that defensive pressure, like making him move and pivot a lot. It was enough to just make his footwork just different. Again, he can still. This is a pretty good shot for most people. This is more on balance than what Rob normally does, but he likes to have his feet like really close together. So if you can just keep him off balance and keep him moving, you stand a chance, right? And I don't think it's a surprise that he shot it and like started running backwards and was like, ooh, that didn't feel great. Yeah, he didn't get to shoot the shot he wanted to take straight away. Yeah, don't force it. Like, but Dae Dae, come on, man. Oh, I think he's getting good look. I don't remember if he can shoot. I haven't seen him enough, but he keeps shooting it like he can shoot. They're good shots. Rob's kind of giving him the shot. I think it's just a lot of pressure. I've been there before. I'll be traveling. Bro, look how many pivot feet. Look, his left foot is his pivot foot, and then he uses his right foot as a pivot. Watch this right here. So his right foot's going to be his pivot now. Look at it. He's pivoting. Robbie traveling. I think it's just for the one-on-ones. Again, haven't seen him play 5-on-5. Man, this is good. This is what Jalen Brunson does a lot of. Push, and then on the second one, act like you're going to push, and then you just spin off the contact. He didn't really utilize that momentum to get close to the basket. Again, I think Rob is in chill mode. I think he wanted once he started being physical in the post, I think he wanted this shot the whole time. That little one-legged fadeaway thing. Where'd he get that? I need one.
You got to give.
Oh my gosh! What is happening, bud? Yeah, a little hip swivel again, and then just swipes his arm and gets his shoulders to the backboard.
You gotta give it to him. I mean, he's really
speed
I
layup.
ain't gonna lie. No, it's not. No, it's
Wait,
not.
is that game? Is that it? No, hold on. What are we doing, guys? Y'all set me up. You said this was a defensive masterclass. Y'all got jokes. I see y'all got some sarcasm now down in the comments. I thought I was about to see someone locking up Rob and making it tough. Also, what he said was he makes them look trash. I agree. That was, I don't want to say it's embarrassing, because I think that's the difference. I think what Rob did just now is, when we talk about there's levels to this, I think if Dae Dae wants to, he can go back to the drawing board now. That feels like it was Dae Dae's first experience playing against a player like that. And not saying ever, but in a one-on-one scenario, playing against someone who can shoot the ball that well, sometimes you're like, oh, he wouldn't hit that on me, or he wouldn't do this on me. You see it all the time with people talking about NBA players, right? It's like, oh, LeBron, I would just force LeBron to do this. I would just do this. I would just do this. And it's like, okay, until you're on the court with those guys, and then you realize, like, oh, wait, I didn't even realize that. I forgot LeBron's 6'8", 6'9", and he's 250 or whatever he is. Like, I forgot. It's the same thing here. It's like, yeah, he wouldn't hit those on me. And it's like, okay, until you get out there and you're like, okay, so you got to swallow your pride sometimes. You got to swallow your ego, and you have to realize what other guys do really well, some of your weaknesses, and go, okay, how do I eliminate a little bit of my weaknesses in this matchup, and how do I play to my strengths? How do I eliminate some of his strengths and make him play to his weakness? And again, some guys don't have a lot of weaknesses, but it's like, if they've got one, you got to force them to that one. Now, the reason Kobe and Jordan and people like Shea and whoever, anyone else you want to name that are some of the greatest, Kevin Durant, some of the greatest scorers, Steph Curry, guys like this add something to their game all the time. So for LeBron, he refused to shoot mid-range jump shots at a high percentage, or shoot three-pointers. Like he refused to do that. And then the Dallas Mavericks played against him and forced him into those shots. They walled up. They didn't let him just duck his shoulder and get to the basket. They just said, we'll live with the threes. We'll live with the mid-range. And then that next year with Miami, LeBron came back and he was shooting a ton of mid-range and a ton of threes. And it wasn't just changing that so that he could do well in the regular season. It was so when he got to the playoffs and teams guarded him that way, he had an answer for it. And they sure did. They won, what, 3 in a row, two, and then another one, whatever it was. He won 3 rings. But then Kobe does that every year. He worked on his weakness and would come back. So if you force Rob to, let's say you force him left into his, force him to drive left, and then he shoots a right-handed layup and then you block it, just what Dae Dae did. Let's say you did that for a full game and you end up beating him. Rob's probably going to go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, well, next time I play someone like that, I'll just make sure I get the shoulder bump and make sure I finish with my left. So the next time you play him, like, that answer probably won't work. He's going to have an answer for it. But if you never make guys adjust, if you never make them go to their second layer, and you're playing a guy like Rob, who he's happy to just like, oh, you're going to keep letting me shoot, I'll just keep shooting. It's just, at some point, you got to swallow your pride and be like, no, there's guys out there that are really like this. Again, I talk about this a lot. You can look him up if you want. Best one-on-one player I've played against some NBA players. I've played against other pros. I've played against D1 college players. Best one-on-one player I played against was Mike Rose. Played at, I think it was Eastern Kentucky. But he was my teammate for a year overseas. Played in NBL, like great player. 5-on-5, I'd say he's not the best player I've ever played against. I'm not saying he's bad. He's obviously really, really good. But 1-on-1, by far the best player because he was like Rob. He could shoot threes and he could elevate. And when we played 1s and 2s, I'm ducking my shoulder and getting to the basket and getting tired and trading 1s while he's just like, oh, hand down, I'm gonna hit a 3. And then he's got a full court to work with. So we usually played unlimited dribbles, but when we did that, unlimited dribbles, like couldn't stop him because at some point he would just rise up and shoot. So you get to a point where you play guys like that and you go, okay, next time we play, I'm going to force this direction. I'm going to force you to drive to the rim. Obviously, these guys can still get to the basket, but it's like I got to live with that because I can't trade 1s for 2s. So then you go back to the drive. It goes back and forth. And iron sharpens iron. So I know that was a really long segue. I had to fill in some time because Rob made this. How long was their video? 7 minutes. Rob just scored however many straight. That was crazy. And you guys said it was going to be defensive masterclass. But if you can take anything away from this video, try to separate your ego, try to separate your pride from the way you analyze basketball. It's going to help you in a team game for sure. If someone scores 12 straight on you, don't be the guy. We've all been there. We've all played against those guys. Don't be the guy who's like, no, I still got him. Sometimes it's okay to switch. It's okay to switch if it's a serious game. If it's a serious game, if you're trying to make a team, it's okay to switch. Get rid of your pride. If it's just you and your friends, yeah, sometimes you gotta be like, nah, my ego here. We gotta fix this. But yeah, if you're trying to play at a higher level, if you're trying to improve, if you're trying to play, trying to make a team, like nothing wrong with putting yourself in the best situations to succeed. And if you can't guard someone, you can't guard them. Go fix it in the off season. Go fix it somewhere away from the court, but don't get 30 put on you first. So, anyways, no, that was a lot. We're gonna get into some more videos. I got 3 more lined up that I'm really excited for. So I'm gonna get into those. You guys let me know what else you want to watch and what you guys think of this one. Is Rob in your top 3? And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.